Caster. Thank you. Welcome everybody. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Just want to make sure we're good with sound. So, it's a little noisy because we got. There we go. It's a little noisy because we got music playing in the background, stuff going on here at the center. But I wanted to hop on here today because we are doing the Wolfpack Esports Challenge game selection show. So every week we have our Wolfpack Esports Challenge, which is our multi-game competition where gamers can compete in different games in different genres, different systems, different generations. And we will add a little twist to it. So I'm your host. I'm Davin Jackson, also known as DJax. I run the Wolfpack Esports Challenge, as also the owner of Alpha Esports Technology, which is our esports gaming and technology center here in Suwanee, Georgia. So sorry, it's been a crazy week, but thanks everybody for tuning in. Like I said, we don't plan on being on too long today. We're gonna give a recap of what happened last week, and then we'll get into the we'll do the game selection. So last week we had three competitors. We had KG, also known as I think it was like be all who be accepting all comers. I'm trying to remember the name, but we had KG, then we had Haranzo, and then we also had CJ, who came on a little later on in the match, and they competed in Dragon Ball Z and Fortnite last week. So I'm trying to see if I can find the last one here. So like I said, it was a great competition last time. Let me see if I can share my screen, just kind of give some highlights of the matches. I won't have my voice on. Let's see. All right, so let's go. Here we go. So here you see last week we had some pretty intense matches in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, with Haranzo and KG starting off first. It looks like Haranzo was going to get the win early on, but KG pulled out the wins, and I think we ended up playing 5 matches. It was best of 3. So here you see, let's see if we can get here. Yeah, so here I think KG was sticking to the Goku, while Haranzo had a good combination of Vegeta and Teen Gohan, but then ended up eking out the victory when he was down to Yamcha and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. As a matter of fact, I think, I'm trying to remember who ended up winning this match here. I think it was the Yamcha, which meant Haranzo got this victory here. But like I said, it definitely, nope. Actually, it was a Super Saiyan 3 Goku with the Super Kamehameha wave. And then he went to Mr. Saturn, and I think that was it. I'm trying. No, okay. So that's how he won the first match. Sorry, like I said, it's been a long week. Taking on so many different roles, and then later on in the match, you see they switch to KG switched to the Ultra Instinct Goku, which by making, at the point of making that change, it really kind of changed the outcome of the match, of the matches moving forward. Then you see here, yep, this is where he wins that one. Let's see if we can find the final moments there. So as you can see, it was the same lineup from the first match, except the change to Super Saiyan Goku. And then what they did was they had to play with they had to play within the limits of the points that they were allotted. So they have DP points, and they had 15 points that they needed to use, and they had to pick their characters equally, which means you could either have a really strong character, but then you wouldn't have many characters after that, or you could kind of level it out, and that's what they did originally. But then for their last match, they actually ended up picking their strongest character, which was, for KG, it was the Ultra Instinct Goku, and for Horanzo, you can see here he did a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from Dragon Ball GT, and it really came down to like the very end. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Horanzo had the victory, especially when you see the difference in the power bars here. And then Horanzo was charging up for his sparking zero attack. You'll see it when he starts glowing purple. But here, like, you can see he hits him with a move here. He starts charging up. So same thing with the Ultra Instinct Goku. But he ends up pulling off his move, getting out of the way of Horanzo's attack. They go in for like one last charge. You can see here now he has the purple. He's about to unleash his ultimate attack, and Ultra Instinct Goku just hits him with an Ultra Kamehameha and gets rid of him. So at this point, that was the end of the match between Horanzo and KG, with KG getting two wins to one. However, shortly after that, I'm trying to see if I can find the where K comes in. Oh, actually, I think we end up not. Is it not here on the footage? Let me double check here. Okay, no, I think it'll back up here. So at this point, you have this point in the match. This is when KG and CJ got on a match together. CJ never played Dragon Ball Sparking Zero before, which that's the downside with the competitors to this challenge, is that you may not be familiar with every single game, or you might end up having to play a game that's mainly on keyboard and mouse, and then you have to worry about learning that if you've never done it before. So now, but what ended up happening was, I'm trying to find the right spot. But what ended up happening, sorry, I don't know why my sources aren't working. But what ended up happening was KG actually asked if he could take a few minutes to teach CJ how to play the game before they started to compete. And in most competitions or tournaments or events, you're not going to get that type of sportsmanship and things like that. So because of that, KG definitely needs to be commended and praised, just for, having the kind heart to kind of ask to even pause the competition and have that moment where they could not only teach them how to play the game, but get to know each other, because this was the first time they met. So shortly after that, they did have their matches, which KG did end up winning. It was a good, effort by CJ, but KG did end up getting the victory. I think they played 3 matches, and KG won all 3 there. So that also gave him a few more points to his total. And like I said, we'll break down the points in a little bit. But then shortly after that, we jumped into Fortnite, where the rules for the Fortnite match was they needed to, that's me again, yay, they needed to play as a team. So they were playing as a trio, but they also needed to get as many eliminations as possible. So although they were playing as a team, they were still competing against one another, which proved to be difficult for all 3 competitors. because for one, they didn't know when to, turn off teammate mode and get into competitor mode, and vice versa. And they're competing against one another, but the other trios on the map weren't. So they're playing against solid teams, and they ended up, as you can see here, getting eliminated in both of their matches. So they weren't able to get any points for placement, but they were able to get a few points for elimination. So this is where Horanzo and CJ were able to kind of close the gap that was opened up by KG in the earlier rounds with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So with that, we have, we were able to wrap up the first week of the Wolfpack Esports Challenge and then moved into our standings. So I'm just gonna kind of show the standings. The animation isn't working, so I'm gonna have to kind of just improvise a little bit here and just kind of show you what's going on with the on the canvas screen. But if you look at the standings, you'll see we have KG in first place with 15 points plus another 3, which gives them a total of 18. You have Horanzo with 14 points, and then you have CJ with 8. And now, for those who might be wondering, well, why does KG have points in 2 areas? Well, the Wolfpack Esports Challenge focus on not just the gamer, but also just, we look at things like sportsmanship. We look at things like respect and integrity. We have finals coming around the corner, and the end of the semester, we want to encourage our students to work hard. So we have points. We have point allocations in 3 major sections, which are our core values here at Alpha Esports and Technology, which is also known as our 3 pillars. So you have your P; those are the points for play. So that's self-explanatory. Those are your points based on your gameplay, based on the matches. Then you have L, which is for learn. So this is, if you're learning any of the content that we're going to be teaching, any of our curriculum. But also if you come in and say, let's say you come in and go, hey, I had my final the other day and I aced it. There might be potential for points there. Teachers, if you have any students who are gamers here, feel free to reach out and let us know. Obviously, for privacy purposes, you can't give us all the personal information, but if you want to give them some praise, you want to heap some praise on your student outside of school, let us know. That's an opportunity for them to get some points as well. And then the last section, the E, this is for our elevate. So these are things that you do within the community. This is the things you do where you move with respect and integrity, showing acts of kindness, acts of sportsmanship. Like I said, we're coming up against the holidays. If you volunteer, we encourage you to be a pillar in your community, and you can get points for that as well. So KG wanting to take a moment and for one, introduce himself and make new friends, which is really difficult for young people to do, actually for everybody to do these days. That was nice to see, but then also to kind of give CJ a fair advantage, a fair chance to learn the basics of the game. I mean, he did end up still winning his matches, but that act of kindness, I wanted that to be recognized. So congratulations to KG coming in first place. Like I said, Horanzo was right on his heels with 14 points. That came from him winning one of the matches in his Dragon Ball Sparking Zero match against KG, but then also by gaining several eliminations in Fortnite. And KG in third place with CJ in third place with 8 points. Same thing with him. He was able to achieve a lot of eliminations in Fortnite. So although they didn't get the team goal, they were able to get points for their individual contributions. So that was it for week one. So what is week two of the Wolfpack Esports Challenge going to bring? Well, that's what we're about to get into shortly. But before we do that, I also want to highlight some of the other esports things we have going on. So tomorrow, our Fortnite squads team, our middle school Fortnite squads team, will be competing in the first round of the Vanta National League playoffs. So they are playing against North Canton Middle School, or one of the teams from North Canton Middle School, because I believe they have 3 or 4 teams. But their first round match will be against them. We are at a slight disadvantage. We're down. We're going to be down a player or two. So, hopefully we'll be able to reschedule. If we do, I'll let you know. But if not, we're going to stream it and we're going to do our best. It kind of sucks that they have us competing in matches so close to the Thanksgiving holiday, but we are, we're resilient and we're going to, we're going to take on all challenges and do our best, and that's all that I ask of them. So they do have their first match tomorrow at 4:00. I hope to stream that match, at least from one of our players' perspectives. When we're dealing with the esports competitions from other organizations, they have some rules and restrictions on streaming. So we're going to make sure we get clarification on how we want to do that and be able to bring you that action. And then on Saturday, the same Fortnite middle school team in a different league will be competing in the Amateur Esports Association Duos League. That's another league where they're competing nationally against middle schools and high schools. And currently, both of my teams are ranked 6th and 7th in the country. So super proud of them. Again, they're competing against some high schools as well as middle schools. So after this match on Saturday, we should find out whether or not they make the playoffs. I'm highly confident that they will. I think with where they are now, I think they just need to kind of maintain their place, and they should be able to make playoffs for them. And then once we get that information, we will announce that so that everybody can watch and support our middle school Fortnite team. Unfortunately for our Smash Brothers team, we were not able to make the playoffs. It was a tough season for Bedlam. Started out very strong, I think winning his first 3 matches, and then was forced to have to forfeit because due to unavailability. And then the last 2 matches were some tough losses. But you can catch those matches. Those matches were recorded and streamed, so you can catch those on the Alpha Esports and Technology YouTube channel. If there's any Smash Brother pros or coaches out there, I ask if you take a moment to take a look at the video, and if you want to leave some constructive criticism or some pointers in the comment section, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, these are middle school and high school students, so please be very mindful when making your comments. So, with that, like I said, we're going to jump in. Oh, lastly, my Overwatch crew, after the hustle and bustle of the fall sports seasons with high schools and other students dealing with college and stuff, I think I finally have the whole 5 back, so we will be able to try to do some 5 stacks. Curious to see, probably play with the new character for the trial run this weekend, but hoping to kind of get that going as well. So that will be Saturday morning, so you can catch those matches Saturday morning as they're just building up till we can eventually get them into some tournaments and competitions. So a packed week. Tomorrow we have Fortnite squads. Then Saturday morning we have Overwatch. Saturday at 1:30 we have the Wolfpack Esports Challenge, and then Saturday at 4 we have the Amateur Esports Association Fortnite Duos matches. So we got a packed lineup. Hope to see you guys there. And with that, let's go ahead and see what the wheel is going to bring us. So you can ignore that. We're not, well, unless it selects it. I want to see if I can make the selection now. The wheel, I will say that the games are subject to change depending on how many competitors we get and the availability. So, but these are the games that we're going to play. And I think we're going to do similar to what we did last week where we had 2 games. We'll have a game, maybe a fighting game, and then a team sport. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and let's get the wheel going. And it looks like Fall Guys. So Fall Guys is going to be one of the games that will be played on Saturday. So Fall Guys, if you're familiar with Fall Guys, it's almost like I don't want to say a battle royale, but it's like a race. It's a silly game, but it's fun to play for all ages. So Fall Guys. So looks like we'll have a couple matches or a couple episodes in Fall Guys. So Fall Guys, let's put that in the chat. If anybody is here, we'll put that here. So game 1 is Fall Guys. So we put that in the chat so we can keep up, and then we're gonna let our competitors know if they're not watching. They'll be ready for Saturday because, like I said, we'll be doing Fall Guys, and then game 2. Game 2 looks like Splatoon 3. Let's go ahead and pick a different one just in case. Actually, no, we probably could do the Splatoon 3, but just in case, let's just see. I think it really wants us to do Splatoon 3, chat. All right, well, I guess it's gonna be Splatoon 3. Let's try one more time. But I'll put it in the chat. Let's see. Splatoon 3 and Tekken 8 will be the backup. Okay, so let's go ahead and lock those in. So we're going to go, game 1 is going to be Fall Guys. Game 2 is going to be Splatoon 3. All right, so we have that. Let's lock those in. And then game 3 or backup will be Tekken 8. Ooh, almost spelled that wrong. All right, so we have our 3 matches. Oh, no. All right, so we have our 3. Nope. Wow, what is going on there? Let's go back to our wheel. Thank you. So we have our 3 matches. We have Fall Guys, Splatoon 3, and Tekken 8. So super excited to be able to broadcast those matches and get the competition moving next week. There's still time to sign up. You can sign up at www.alphaesportstech.com/Wolfpack Esports Challenge. I'll throw that in the chat. Or you can just show up. Just show up and you can participate in the match. And pay the upfront fee for that, or you can just join as a member. So we'll put this in here. If you want more information about the Wolfpack Esports Challenge, we'll throw that in the chat. But yeah, that will be our matches for week 2. So we are looking at. It keeps freezing over here. So I'm sorry. So we are looking at Fall Guys, Splatoon 3, and Tekken 8. So, like I said, wanted to just hop on here and do a quick rundown of what's going on. Again, congratulations to KG for first place. Hope to see you next week, and I hope to see everybody else next week and get some more competitors here at Alpha Esports and Technology for the Wolfpack Esports Challenge. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. We're gonna get into our Thursday tech stuff over on our other channel, and I will see you guys Saturday. Well, actually, no. I'll see you guys tomorrow, because remember, tomorrow is Fortnite. So tomorrow is Fortnite squads. Saturday is Overwatch, and then Wolfpack Esports Challenge at 1:30, and then Fortnite duos at 4 o'clock. So, yeah, we have a crazy lineup at Alpha Esports and Technology this week, and then yep. So sorry about that. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I will see you all tomorrow. Until next time, everybody, be safe, and I will see you later.
What I saw when you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, 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 oblivion. Oh,